Talking Points memo is another situation almost along the same lines, but this is not the White House's fault. Okay? All right. So if you are in the social media, on the internet, looking for news coverage, you get this headline from CNN and other left-wing organizations. Unemployment rate hits a 4-year high last month, November. Okay, that's CNN. New York Times, U.S. unemployment rose in November, a warning sign for the economy. MS. Unemployment rate reaches a 4-year high as Trump's economic woes continue. USA Today. U.S. added 64,000 jobs in November as unemployment hits a 4-time high. Now, most people are just going to read those headlines. They're not reading the article about economics, okay? Not doing it. Oh, the economy's terrible. Economy's terrible. Economy's terrible. Okay, so let's analyze what actually happened yesterday. So the November unemployment rate is stated 4.6%, up from 4.4 in September. There was no report in October because of the government shutdown. Okay, so it is up 0.2%. It's not anything significant. But here's what the articles will not tell you. On the last day of September, continuing into October and November, hundreds of thousands of federal employees were furloughed. Hundreds of thousands let go because of DOGE and the Trump administration cutting back the federal payroll. That's where all of the jobs were lost. Is that going to be in the article? No. The other thing is that analysts were expecting 40,000 jobs to be created in November, and the number came in at 64,000. Higher, significantly higher. Not going to see it. Okay? So, again, this is all by design, that we're going to take stuff out of context, throw it out there, and the left-wing media is 80% of the media, probably more. All right? And then hope that the American people rebel against Donald Trump because the economy, they think the economy's bad. Economy isn't bad. Might get that way, but it's not bad now. All right. So added to this are the distractions like Vanity Fair and Susie Wiles. And the biggest distraction came this week when Rob Reiner and his wife were murdered allegedly by their son. Horrible. I mean, there's no other word for it. Doesn't get worse than that. Rob Reiner was a militant who hated Donald Trump, despised him, and a very involved person in the progressive movement. But that doesn't mean you're happy when he dies, because it's just like Charlie Kirk. Remember, the people who were happy when he died. So the president comes out and says, I think it's because Rob Reiner was a far-left politician who hated me, and that led to his death. That's a stretch. But even if that's what the president thinks, it's the wrong time to say it. Again, referencing Charlie Kirk. You know, there are millions of people who didn't like Charlie Kirk, but you don't say it when he's assassinated. Now, the exchange caught my attention on News Nation last night between Chris Cuomo and a caller. And the caller desperately wanted Cuomo to ram these comments down Trump's throat, okay? But Cuomo didn't do it on his show. He mentioned it, but he wasn't virtue signaling like all the other liberal commentators were. He didn't do that. Roll the tape.
We all know to be better than that.
That's what I'd like to hear you say.
But why? Why do you need it? Why do you need it? Why do you need it like it's a dog treat? Why do you need it like it's Chris is okay. He gets that Trump is a monster. Look, the guy's not a monster, okay? He plays the system.
All right. So, virtually every single broadcaster ran with that Trump's horrible. But Cuomo didn't, because Cuomo understands the bigger picture. Okay? And he's not justifying Trump's statement. Okay? I'm not doing that. He's just saying, look, this is where we are politically now. It's hatred. That's where we are. There's no détente in America. There's no trying to understand the other side or trying to work out a compromise. It's hatred. Now, you can blame whoever you want to blame. But I'm not going to be a part of it. And Cuomo, to his credit, doesn't seem to be either. That's what happened. Okay, so now every single day, it's this crazy kind of stuff. And it is affecting President Trump's legacy. Now, he will speak to the nation tomorrow night, Wednesday night. And on Thursday, we'll have a full, fair, and smart analysis of the president's speech. It's an important speech for the president. Okay? It is. Because his legacy has to survive next year. He can't lose the House or the Senate because he won't get anything done the rest of the way. So this is a legacy thing now. Final point in the memo. The White House desperately needs a rapid response team to correct the press when it lies, like it did about the unemployment numbers. Okay, lie by omission. They had to have somebody in addition. Caroline Leavitt can't do it. She's got the day-to-day. But a rapid response team comes out, boom, boom, boom. This is what they're like that. Desperately need that. Okay? And I hope the president, who does follow this broadcast, gets it up and running. And that's the memo.